Hey guys, so I just want to do a quick check-in with you. It's Wednesday now. I'm training hard since the weekend. I had the rest day on Sunday. Monday, we did upper body day. So we basically did chest and back, and then we did legs yesterday, and we're doing arms today. And I've been dropping weight each day. I'm down to about, 252.6 this morning. So that's another 2 additional pounds below my last low, which was before the last refeed day, which was last weekend. So it's been a week and a half since I've done a refeed, and feeling pretty depleted, but I just wanted to keep pushing it, make sure I'm getting leaner and pull those weights down, hit a new low weight. So tomorrow I think I'm gonna be ready for a refeed, and I'm gonna do another unlimited eating day, a refeed day tomorrow. So I'll show you guys some of that. Stay tuned for that. And later this week, I'm going to film one of our upper body training days again. So I did make some more changes to my daily diet last weekend, and that was removing the blueberries. So 75 grams of blueberries from each of the shakes or protein ice cream that I was doing. So that removed another 20 grams of carbs from the diet. So my carbs have been down to 240 grams for the last 5 days or so. And another thing I was noticing, so I told you guys that I changed out all the other carbs I was eating, and I basically only been eating white rice, and that's great. It's amazing for my digestion, super easy. But what I'm noticing, and I was talking to Dylan the other day, is that with rice, there's not a lot of nutrients in rice. There's not a lot of minerals and vitamins in rice. So what I'm gonna do is switch some of my rice meals out intermittently. I'm not gonna make it set oh, these meals have to be rice and these meals have to be potato. Whatever I'm feeling, I'll have that, but I'm gonna add in some more sweet potato meals, because you get a lot more minerals and vitamins from potato than you do from rice, a lot more potassium, things like that. So that's gonna help with function when I'm training, my performance when I'm training, and just my overall general health, making sure that I'm not eating foods that are really void of nutrients. So it's Thursday, rest day. Hopped on the scale this morning. I was 253, so a little bit up from yesterday, but around the same. It's still been coming down, tapering down. But what I'm noticing is that my digestion has been slowing down a little bit. I've not been as regular as I have been in previous weeks. And you know what? That is something that happens from dieting and getting leaner. And it's kind of a response to your body from lowering your thyroid output too. That can be an issue with slow motility, things like that. And just all the other feedback I'm getting from my body, being sore, not recovering as well, not being as strong as I was a couple weeks ago. I think it's time for a refeed. I've kind of been putting it off because my body got a little bit out of whack on the weekend. And when you're an athlete that's been very lean before, and you're somebody like me who wants to push it, you're always okay, I want to get leaner, I want to get leaner, I want to get leaner. So you push these refeeds back, and it's not actually what you need to do. That's why it's good to have a coach, because if you're somebody like this, they can tell you, okay, listen, it's going to be beneficial for you to eat at this point. So even though I do want to get leaner, I know that this is going to benefit my body. So today I'm going to do a high day. I'm going to have some extra food. I don't know if I'm going to go crazy or not. I'm just gonna have probably the same amount of meals, 5 or 6 meals, just add some different carbohydrates to them and fats, things like that, and then see how my body feels and it starts to respond throughout the day. Okay guys, so something happened last night that's not exactly fitness related, but this is also a vlog to give you kind of insight into my life and see what's going on and stuff. So I received a call and a message last night. I don't know if you guys know, I've posted it sometimes before, but I keep my page very fitness and business oriented. But I do own a bunch of rental properties, a few condos downtown, and then some properties outside of Toronto, which is in Oshawa. And last night we had this crazy storm going on in Toronto, and I have a very big tree in the front yard of my house in Oshawa, and a big portion of the tree broke off and fell on one of my tenants' trucks. So obviously I've been dealing with that all morning and last night and whatnot. I have a crew there cleaning up the tree. I have electricians going there because the power line was also hit and we have to have that reconnected. So all this is going on, just another aspect of my life I want to let you guys in on. I'll put some pictures in here so you guys can see the tree, and the massive tree came down on this guy's truck. Luckily, his insurance will cover it. No one is at fault because it's a tree, you know, and it doesn't matter because I have homeowners insurance and rental property insurance and whatnot. So yeah, that's just another thing that I got to deal with on top of everything else. Okay guys, this is meal one on my refeed day. I got 3 whole eggs, 100 grams of cooked chicken. We have 100 grams of sweet potato, English muffin with some butter, and we have 90 grams or 1 cup of oats with 100 grams of blueberries. So this is my second meal today. We got 300 grams of white rice, and we have 150 grams of meat split between chicken and white fish. And 150 grams of protein is not a lot of protein per meal. You want to keep the protein lower on these refeed days, or try to, because it's going to accumulate throughout the day with all the carbohydrates that you're eating. There is a little bit of trace proteins in there, and the whole purpose of doing a refeed is not replenishing protein stores. Your protein should be high every day. It's about replenishing carbohydrate stores and glycogen. So you want to keep the protein lower because there's no point filling yourself up on protein when you're trying to get in all these carbohydrates and fats. So just got back from the grocery store. Few things I picked up to have later today. Some cereal, almond milk. These are kind of like chips, just healthier versions. Banana, avocado, cinnamon roll, some cookies, and my froyo. So this is gonna be my third meal. I'm gonna have this entire box of cereal, full banana with it, and 1 scoop of the whey in some chocolate almond milk. And yeah, it's gonna be a great meal 3. Okay guys, so my Asian girlfriend went to the Asian supermarket and picked me up some food and snacks. We're gonna do this package of noodles, and we have it like ramen style. We got 2 boiled eggs in there and some Protein Chef's chicken in there, about 75 grams. And then this is like kind of like pop, carbonated drink. And these are like OG Asian shrimp cracker snacks. I don't know if I'm gonna like them, but I'm gonna try them. So, what do? I put this on here?
You have to flip the... Wait.
Flip this?
No, you have to take that out.
Take this out?
Yeah. And then pop it. But it's gonna fizz out.
Is it gonna fizz? Can't even do it. It's exciting. It's good. It's like fruity soda. Okay, but this is what I'm more scared about. I've seen other white boyfriends try these, and I'm not optimistic. Oh my god.
What?
It smells like raw fish. I swear to god.
No, it doesn't.
It smells like raw shrimp. Well, not bad at all, because right after the start I'm not like, oh, it's bad, but it's like, it smells way stronger than it tastes. It tastes pretty, like, there's not a lot of flavor in it, to be honest, but it tastes like crackers. Okay, so I didn't die. They smell, oh my god, don't smell, like, when you break open the bag, do not just stick your face in there and smell it, because it's intense.
What, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good or bad are they?
Honestly, as far as like a cracker, a snack, like a finger snack, like 7. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. See if I'm fully long. No, it goes in your mouth, not on your face. Okay guys, I'm gonna be having this just after I had the ramen, and I've got fries, 350 grams. It worked out to like 100 carbs, I think, and 150 grams of steak. And I'm gonna have some of these. Don't know if I'm gonna finish them, but I'm gonna have some. One of my last meals for today, 100 grams of chicken, 200 grams of rice, and a full avocado, which is usually about 150 grams because it was a pretty big one. All right, something a little more cheat foodish. Can't let you guys think I'm just eating clean refeeds over here.
How long
Friday morning after the refeed, feeling good, feeling energized. My weight is up. My weight went up 6 pounds. It's a lot, but that typically happens when you do this much calories. Tomorrow, I guarantee you, tomorrow my weight is gonna be down another like 4 pounds, maybe even more, right? Just all that little bit of water coming off from eating all the food, but we're ready to get back at it. I'm gonna smash this training session today in the next couple days, and I'm gonna wait until I get back down to a new low of, I think I wanna hit around 250 pounds before I do a refeed again, or either 250 pounds or some really good visual fat loss changes that I'm seeing in my body. So if I notice I'm very lean and very depleted again, then I will do one, but I wanna get down to that 250 mark, which is a couple, like 2.5 pounds below my last low. So that will mean at a depleted state, I've lost another 2.5 pounds of body fat. So I'm looking back over my notes from the last couple weeks, and something very interesting to note is that I want to explain to you guys is that you can't be obsessed with the acute day-to-day fluctuations. You have to look at things on a weekly or even a monthly scale to see yourself progressing. So a week and a half ago when I did the refeed, my low at that point, my lowest low was 254.5. That was my lowest body weight. Then I did my refeed. I went up the day after to 262, right? And then I came back down all the way to about 252. So my new low before this next refeed was about 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds lower than my last low. And then I went up again to 259. And then in about, another week or so, I want to be back down. I get another 2 pounds below my next low. So you guys can see it's like a wave, right? It's like a wave. Hit a new low body weight, refeed, go back up, and then come back down even lower, lose more body fat, right? So that's how you can track things. So don't be obsessed with day-to-day the fluctuations. The weight is going to go up and down. Your body might not look amazing one day, it might look amazing the next day, and then you're like, oh, why am I looking like this? It doesn't matter. What matters is you trust the process and you look at things on a weekly or even a monthly scale and make sure you're seeing your pictures change, so you're looking a little bit better each week, right? And then your weight is going down a little bit each week eventually, because listen, unless you're in a situation where you're using anabolics or you're in a bulking phase or whatever, if you're losing body fat over time, your weight is going to go down. I don't care what anybody says. So, and that's just a little bit. I mean, it doesn't have to go down drastically, but as long as it is going down, that is going to show you that, you are losing body fat overall. So every day, typically before I train, I'll do a little bit of mobility and stretching work here at my place before I go over to Dylan's to train. So I'm just gonna show you that, and I typically just do a lot of lower body stretching, make sure my hips and my lower back are open, because being a bigger guy, being a heavier guy, and doing a fair amount of activity now, doing 12,000 steps a day, usually I do more than that, my hips really get jammed up, and that jams up your lower back. So as long as I'm doing the stretching and keeping my lower body open and my hips and my lower back open daily, it really helps with everything else. And then I do a little bit of upper body warm up over there at Dylan's house. So I'm just gonna show you guys the lower body stuff that I do here, and I'm gonna show you that now.
Looking back on life, I start to hear your voice. Alone tonight.